Alright, how's everybody doing today? Today is Tuesday, April 30th, day of the month. It is a little under 1:30. I didn't get anything out yesterday or last night like I had hoped to. I did change my targets, which didn't really work out all that well for me at the moment. Um, as you all know, since probably Friday of last week, I've been looking for the short, and the short hasn't come yet, and I thought we looked pretty good on the SPY today. I even had quite a sizable position in SPY puts, the 158 strike going into this morning, and right around here, I was fortunate enough, just didn't see anything I really liked as far as downside follow through on the tape here, so I decided to get out of those puts. I walked away with a little over 50%. I think it was like 50 and a quarter. So that worked out all right. Unfortunately, though, all of my other targets were really downside targets and where I thought this market was heading, which didn't really gain any traction. I know for a period of time, this Bank of America was going along according to plan, and still is for the most part. I mean, but it was nice for a while. I mean, you can just see it once I pull it up. Hold on, but we had a low that cracked into 1220 on the nose, and I had a target of 1208. So I thought we were looking pretty good early today. Obviously, we got that investor confidence or market confidence, I don't know, some bullshit index report, and everything just flipped on us. The algo bots started running, and they really haven't stopped. And right now, I think we're really looking at a reality that we are going to see new highs established today. I got to be honest, I think it's going to happen today. If it doesn't happen today, I think you almost have to assume that it's and early tomorrow. Now, the question is, how much further do we push? How much more do we have in the tank? And what happens next? And truth be told, I mean, I still have very, very short-sighted bias. I mean, I'm not expecting like a Hail Mary like we had 2 weeks ago, where we had literally millions of dollars to be made in the market going short just about everything you could find. I'm not looking for that. I'm realistically thinking that we'll get maybe a 3-point pullback. I had a target around 157, 156 for the week. I had a target for the day of like 158.3, and obviously that hasn't happened, but we're 21 cents away. Literally, at the flip of a switch, we can get an algo bot running, and we could see this break that high, this close at that high, and then what happens the next day? I think it's just setting up for a nice fade play. With that being said, I'm not going to tell anyone to start going short because you got to make that decision yourself. I'm probably going to sit around and watch, and if I see the opportunity, if we do break that high, I think my buffer would probably be around 159.8. I think that might be where we are heading right now. I don't think they're going to try and push this and break that high by a penny. I think they're going to try and get some conviction behind it. I think they're going to try and trap us all and get everybody to go long again. Oh, we just broke highs again. We just broke highs again. We're so bullish. We are incredibly bullish. I love the chart. Like, it is a very, very pretty chart, and it looks very good, and it's very good for us because there's a ton of money to be made. We're getting great still, but I just don't see any more realistic rather, upside traction without some sort of 2-3 day consolidation period. I don't think we have it. We're getting these run-ups on lower volume, which tells you it's 90% algo driven, which is a big concern. But it's not the retail community buying into this, pushing this up. It's these computer-based programs pushing this up and keeping this going, and the rest of us are just kind of sitting on it, waiting to see what the end result's going to be and how high we go and all of that. Now, with that being said, we did have one fantastic play that looks like it's still going. We had Apple on Monday with a target of 425. That beat that, and it's just still going. We actually discussed this on Thursday, and I tweeted about it again on Friday, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. But these contracts, I'm going to pull it up here. If you had just played to 425, and just 425, like you didn't expect anything else, which we really didn't. We didn't factor in anything else, to be honest. But as I pull this up, if you had just factored in the move to 425, you would have been sitting pretty, and you would have been still in it most likely for what's going on right here and now. I mean, what is this? Tuesday, Wednesday, or wow, Tuesday, Monday, Friday. Excuse me. We had a low of 98 cents. All right, so just because I like rounding things and I like all of that, we'll say we had a low of $1. All right. So you look at it like that, $1, and now they're trading at $20 and change. So that's what, a 19-20 bagger, depending on when you were able to get it. We'll do the 3-day, 10-minute, just so I can show you. I mean, look at this. It's vertical, literally vertical. And truth be told, I don't really see any signs of it stopping. Like, I am firmly entrenched in my belief that we will see 450 and higher. Like, I think we could see 450 tomorrow. We could see 450 today if we get an algo rip on the SPY and we break that high and see new highs. We could realistically see 450 very, very soon. With that being said, what does that mean? It means basically that this contract is going to go from $1 to $25. In translation, $100 to $2,500. Now, that's retarded amounts of money. That is huge money, and that's why we do what we do. Everything else, like I said, kind of just like shat the bed because I didn't get the follow through on the short side that we were expecting. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'll go through and look at everything, reevaluate where I think the market's going to head if we don't break new highs. I'll just say now, if we don't break new highs, I don't expect there to be any great short opportunities as far as broad sector in general, that being the SPY. I think you might get a couple stocks here and there. For example, Priceline's down 4 points today. Just looking at that right over the corner of my eye. You got Chipotle down 1.5 points, a little more than that. There's not going to be any crazy good short opportunities. But then again, there might not be any great long opportunities. I think if we don't break high today, we'll probably just chop out until we do break high. At that point, I will be getting short, only because I think that I have a preconceived notion that we need to take some time and reassess everything, and as a market, we need to come back a little bit. That's just my interpretation of it. Do whatever you want, but it seems like we haven't really taken a step back since, what was it, the shift last week was Wednesday, I think it was. Yeah, or it might have been a little earlier than that, actually. Tuesday, Monday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. No, wow. We've had one down day in over a week. That's scary. If you look back and you look for other days like that, similar pattern here. Okay, I'm a big time fan of pattern trades. I love it. I love my patterns. They're good, they're healthy, they help me. You look at what happened. We got that awesome short play. Now that's kind of what I'm looking at now, and I'm gearing up for. I don't expect it to go all the way back down to 153, but I do think if we're going to stay healthy and stay bullish, somewhere in the 157, 156 is a nice place for us to land. But again, I'll reevaluate that and throw out some targets tonight or early tomorrow morning. It'll most likely be tonight, but I just wanted to go over this and talk about the Apple trade and all of that. And just to clear up a few misconceptions here, I do go over my list of tickers. As you see, a lot of it's very tech heavy. Netflix, Amazon, LinkedIn, Apple, Google, uh, stuff like that. Very tech heavy, and it's pretty bank heavy. Not a lot of like Caterpillar or John Deere or anything like that. And I got rid of a couple other things that just weren't good plays for options. I'm a big time believer in tech stocks. Reason for that is because I see with just my basic view of sector rotation, when they go pull money from the techs, you see a great fade opportunity. When they go and run money into the techs, it's a great long. So there's always opportunities, in my view, with the techs, and even when you don't get a huge move, this is the technology sector, Spider, XLK. Even when you don't get a huge move, you're still going to get pretty consistent volatility and consistent chop. It makes my life a lot easier. Doesn't really have me worry too much. I pretty much know what I'm going to get for the most part each day. So although I do list all of these stocks and go through these stocks for you guys and myself, the majority of what I play is the technology sector, and I play banks. I dabble sometimes when I'm feeling frisky, but just because I tweet out a target doesn't mean I'm going to be playing it. I mean, there's just simply not enough money for me to do that with the lot sizes I like to play. But I just figured I'd clear that up. And that's really all I have for you guys today. Again, I will be putting up targets, I guess, tonight. I'll try and do it before 8 o'clock. And that's it. But good luck, good trading, and hopefully we see